Morning everybody. It's Saturday, last day of the month. I can't believe this month has flown by. I just wanted to give you a little update on what I'm up to in the craft room. Lots of little jobs going on. So I'm trying to finish the woodland themed journal, which is a gift. So I'm just currently sewing, hope you can see, yeah. I'm just currently sewing some little buttons onto the spine of the journal. So I've made this one from a Kellogg's Crunchy Nut cornflake box. So I'm just going to finish sewing the little buttons onto the spine, and then I've also got a little I don't know, I've put that actually, there should be somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll either put the buttons all the way to the top, or in fact that doesn't fully fit on actually, does it? So that's okay, there we go, that's decision made. So I'll put that somewhere. That might be quite nice with the little split pins in. In fact, I think that's, yeah, that's the decision made, I think, on that one. There is some bubbles because I use the glossy accents over the top of the name. I use that. I'm not brilliant with it, but there is a few bubbles around the edge, and I think this one was caused because I used Fabri-Tac to glue it to the paper. So I think what I need to do in the future, I've been having a look at different videos, I think I need to just glue it with this and then fill it in. But I don't think it's too bad. It's not, it's sort of round that edge really, but I'm just going with, it looks a bit vintagey. That's what I'm saying anyway. So that's going to probably go on there actually, I think. And then I'll finish adding the buttons to the spine. I've got them in order here because what I did is punched with the sharp tool, which I still don't know the name of. I've popped the holes in all the way up, and then I've put my buttons in order, although they're slightly out of order there, but it's okay, we're not going to panic about it, I'll work it out. So that's the job to do. And in an attempt to sort of be organised in the craft room, sort of, I've got one of these plastic boxes, and this is my to-do box. So if I've got something to look through or something planned, I've got it in this box. So I've got the pockets that I did a video for. I did a quick video for that. So I want to fill all of these pockets with little bits and pieces and goodies, and then make them available for people to have. So that's one thing I've got in my inbox. Then I've ordered these like postcards. They're not actual postcards, they haven't got anything on the back, but they're classed as postcards when I ordered them. And they look really nice. They're glossier than I wanted. I don't know if you can really see the shine. They're not, I wanted them to be matte really, and I thought they were, but they're not. And I've just found a bunch of cards that I've obviously used the envelopes for something else at some point. So I thought I'd make some journals, some just basic. I'll do one signature in each. My plan is to sort of collage underneath this, possibly, and on the back as well, collage it all with scraps, and then attach that to the front, and then put just one signature inside, and obviously decorate the two sides as well. That's my plan. I did think that these cards were the same size as this, but I just don't tend to measure. So they're quite nice actually, I like those. I'm pleased with the pictures, the different pictures, but I did think they were a bit more matte, they're a bit glossy. But I don't think that's the end of the world, is it? I just thought they'd look a little bit more vintagey if they weren't so glossy, but there's some lovely pictures. I haven't looked through them properly, I only got them yesterday. So that's those, that's a little project I've got in mind. I did get some new dies, so I've got to chop all them open. and then start using their like little frames. So there's quite a few in the pack there, so I'm pleased with those. And I ordered some little papers just to add into the pockets that I've got to finish making. Also wanted to do a video on making these sort of decorative strips for your journals. It's just made out of packaging tape. I see quite a few people making them, so I quickly made one yesterday just to have a quick go. And you can put dried flowers, and the lady that I was watching do it is on Paper Terrace, Jessie, and she's added like what are those leaves, like skeleton leaves and things like that into hers, which I think I have got somewhere. So that's something that I'll do a little video on at some point. I've got tons of leftover ribbon and scrap paper, so I might be able to do a video on that later. And then I've also got I treated myself to a set of stamps, excuse me, so I thought I'd make some journal cards with these, and I got these a couple of weeks ago. They're just like the index cards, but they're really different colours to what I'm used to seeing. So you've got kind of like a blue, a brown, I suppose that's a pinky, just really unusual colours. So I thought I could stamp those onto the other side, onto the blank side, and then you've got your journal card, albeit it will be upside down. We'll work something out. So that's something else that is in my in tray, my new in tray, because my craft room is all upside down at the moment, so I need to take some time to sort things out. I've got drawers with mixed things in, stamps, paint in, you know, thread, ribbon in one drawer, so I need to get everything out and just see what's going on. So I think this is another set for journaling. Now, ironically, and it's wrong really, but these sets, if I order, what I actually needed was the wax thread, which is this. But it's cheaper for me to order this with the whole set than it is just wax thread, and so I've got lots of things that I actually don't need, so I've got double of. It just seems such a shame that it's, and actually I don't think that's the right thing. I did ask for wax thread. I think that's just thread, and it's okay, I'll use it. Sorry about the clicking noise. Yeah, it looks like it's just thread actually. Whoops, let's have a look. Yeah, it's just cotton. That's all right, I can still use it in the journals. It's not the end of the world. I just quite like using, when I'm putting signatures in, I quite like waxed thread, unless it's in there. I don't think it is, no. So that's come with all the bits that I've already got really. But the extra needles, oh, I haven't got these. The bigger ones, they look good. Just a shame that you know, maybe that was why it was cheaper, because it's not actually. Then the needles are always handy. That's, you know. So, and then there's the tools as well, the pokey tools. Oh, there's another one in there. Is that a thread one? I haven't got that one either. So is that a needle in itself, or that's confusing? If anybody knows, it's got like a needle part. Does that thread the needle, or is that for you to, so it threads it for you? Yeah, probably you thread it and then stab it through and then it's through, isn't it? I think that's what that is. Which would, I don't know. So I've got all these bits extra that I probably don't need. In fact, that hasn't got anything to cover that. But I'm sure I will use, I feel like that one, they normally come with little covers, safety covers. Okay, well, I won't order it like that again because it seemed a bit wasteful, really. And it isn't the stuff that I needed, but... Oh, there's loads of stitch pickers. That's what I call them anyway. I'm sure there's some technical name for them. But anyway, so that was in my to-do box because I hadn't opened it yet. So I've opened that now. I'm not really keen on doing it that way. It's a little bit wasteful, but I will use quite a lot of that actually. And I might do some giveaways, little start-up kits maybe for people that are starting up. Doing journaling if they're actually making their own from scratch. I'll definitely still be able to use that. I like there's the mixture of colours. So that's that. And then I also bought a magazine. Does anyone else do this? Buy the magazine just for the stamps. I do look at the magazine occasionally, but I tend to just I find the stamps and then I think, oh, I've got to get these stamps. So I've got tons of these. I've been collecting for years. I don't get them so much now, but I just thought I've got some fairy stamps, but these are quite large. So I'll probably do another fairy journal at some point. But I really liked all the sort of wildflowers and the seed pods. I haven't got anything like that. So I did get that. I have got quite a few stamps with these on, but it was the seed pods that got me, and the little flowers and the vines. I just thought that's something unusual. And then the fairies as well. I haven't got any large fairies. So it's naughty, but actually I think the amount of stamps that's on here is probably the same amount of what I paid. So yeah, so that's my in tray that I've created. So I've got lots of things to look through and videos to do. So that's that. And so I'm going to get on with the day. Work is calling and I'll be back soon. Take care.